Today was day 2 of my running regime. It's been a few hours, which is why I look reasonably put together and not a sweaty mess. I've decided to do something that I believe will be a bit more motivating for me and give me more drive to continue this and to pursue this. And I was given this, I don't know if it's an idea really, but someone on Team Kelly did this when training for the Marine Corps marathon. And that person ran for someone who was killed in a conflict in the Middle East. They wrote a person's name on each of their calendar training days, and so I've decided to do that. And it was actually anytime today that I started to get discouraged or lack motivation or want to quit, I just thought of today the person that I ran for was Mike Spann, the first person to be killed in Afghanistan, a paramilitary officer with the CIA who had previously been in the Marine Corps, and there was a riot, and he was taken down by some Taliban. And I've read a lot about Mike Spann in the past. A book that was dedicated, or not dedicated, but was all about the invasion of Afghanistan and going into Afghanistan. I looked him up today because I knew that he was the first casualty, and so I looked him up today just to sort of refresh my memory, and I think that that's what I'm going to start to do. His story is over, but his children live on. His children go and visit him at Arlington. I've read about his kids before. His kids lost both of their parents within, I think, 5 weeks of each other. Him in Afghanistan, their mother to cancer. So it's a heartbreaking story, and it's almost motivation to run for them, for the kids, for his family, as much as it is to run because he can't anymore. So I don't really have anything else to say, but I went to an actual track today, and that was better. When I ran the way that direction you normally run on a track, it hurt my ankle a lot, and so I switched it up and I started running the opposite direction, which I believe is clockwise, and that was a lot better. And so I think that's just what I need to do. Just the way that I was turning was really difficult. So I think that was a lot more beneficial, and it's a struggle for me to move. I basically shuffle a good portion of the time, but I'm moving, so count that as a win, I guess. I've got my first long run coming up in a couple days on Friday, I think. It's supposed to be 4 miles. It will be interesting, since I don't think I've ever run 4 miles in my life. I think the most I've ever run is 3, which is, I think I went just about 3 today. I had an appointment, so I had to leave, but I was pretty close to 3. I mean, it's a run walk that I'm training to do instead of an actual, just like a straight run. I simply wouldn't be able to do that right now. I'll get there, but for right now, I don't have the lung capacity to do that. I don't have the strength in my legs to do that. So 4 miles will be interesting. Wish me luck.